I thought it would be interesting think about some of the things that were kind of unusual about Albert Einstein. He wouldn't own a car. He thought owning a car, driving a car, was too arrogant. No, well, do you remember seeing him driving a car behind behind the wheel of a car? I don't. I, no, I don't think he ever had a car. Didn't want one. Okay, well, he walked. Another thing he didn't believe in was family life. Yeah. No, he thought I guess that was a too noisy atmosphere. I didn't like that. So the only time I think he might have had a little family life was when he first got married. He had two sons, and one of them was very difficult to get along with. I think he probably had schizophrenia or something. I don't know what. Then he had a big guy who was the other brother. Turned out to be some kind of a really successful guy, and I can't remember what it was. It was medicine or education or something. Never heard much about his two sons. But the one son was a big disappointment, and the other one was turned out to be a very successful guy. You know. Well, one thing Einstein wanted to do was to come up with what he called the unified field theory. In other words, he wanted to write an equation that would take into uh, electrostatic attraction and magnetism and uh, gravity, maybe the speed of light, I don't know. And of course, he came up with this fantastic equation E equals mc squared. Yeah. Well, c is the speed of light, 185,000 miles per second. Right? You go out in your backyard, you turn on a flashlight, and in 1 second, the light from your flashlight has gone 180,000 miles, moving right along. Huh? Well, if you're in a metrics, that's 30 million meters in 1 second. Wow. Well, that had something to do with the atomic bomb, I guess. C, that's the speed of light. And well, I guess those were the main things. When he was dying of liver cancer in the hospital, he asked the nurse to bring him some papers and a pencil because he wanted to do some calculating. I heard was laying in a hospital with terminal disease, and he was thinking about the universe. And he was thinking about nuclear, not nuclear, but well, maybe that is what you call it, nuclear physics. That's what he liked. He first got his interest in these forces of nature when his dad gave him a little compass when he was a kid, and he noticed that little vein in that compass was always pointing in the same direction, no matter how he turned that little toy around. Well, I guess that sparked his interest in the physical world, and went on from there. So nice guy. Well, those are the main things. One time when he was walking up in New York, he was on one side of the street. Marilyn Monroe was on the other side of the street, and they both had individual crowds around them. And somebody went up to Einstein and said, Marilyn Monroe is across the street and she's got more people around her than you got around you. Well, Einstein says That doesn't surprise me. She's got more to offer. I just like him, huh? Yeah. Okay, well, I thought you might be interested in the little kind of unusual things about this guy. He was very unusual, but very interesting. I guess they called him the greatest mind of the 20th century. So, well, who could deny that? He came up with this theory of relativity. Hmm. Speed of light is constant out in free space, no matter where it originates from or anything like. Well, there's always one constant speed. Well, okay. See you next time. And it was nice you had to stop in for a few seconds. We'll see you later. Bye for now.